Hey, mate.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you, sir. How are you?
Perfect.
How's things going?
Not too bad, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, not bad. Hey, getting to the point, Jack, right? What
Yep.
we want to know is, how did you buy Peter Heritage, mate? How was he bought?
Because he supports West Ham. But it's a funny story. It's not a funny story, really. But our coach, Guy Woodley, massive West Ham fan, mates with Pete. Spoke to Pete. Pete was interested in coming over to play a few games, help us out, be around the changing room, etc.
Yeah.
That's how it happened, really.
Oh, nice one.
Pete's probably one of the funniest guys in football, if not the funniest guy in football that I've ever come across. He may be a veteran now, but he can still put himself about. I've seen a few under-23 games where he's still keeping up with people that are 30, 40 years his younger. So for us, it's a no-brainer. If we can gain 1% off of him for next season, then it's been a plus for me, 100%. He's an ex-football league player. The young guys in our squad that can really feed off him, and we can learn as much as we want off him.
Well, he's such a bubbly character as well, isn't he? So he's going to raise any dressing room. I mean, I know he's not. I suppose with the brilliance of it really is that he's coming in. He's got that experience. He's not going to be taking someone's permanent spot. He's there to kind of augment your team, help your team along. I mean, go on, mate.
He's just a good guy to be around. To be honest, he's such a great person to be around. And like you say, he will lift any changing room. He will lift if something's not quite going our way. He's the sort of character that you can look upon and he'll have a solution to it, or he'll be able to come up with something and make people laugh, and all of a sudden everything completely changes, and that's invaluable, I think. And Aggie's done fantastic to get him in on Hastings, even just for morale boosting and in his coaching and his knowledge is just unbelievable, really.
Yeah, I mean, I know we're really lucky. I mean, obviously the COVID has messed everyone around, but you know the way everything was going, the momentum and everything was, and they're such a good bunch. You know, I'm just a fan, yeah. But like, with my interactions with Pete, who is just hilarious. And he's also got a tremendous football brain, and Aggie, lovely. They're such nice people as well. It's just been I know I don't want to talk about Hastings United all the time. You're a Westfield man, but it's such a joy to be a fan of Hastings United. So it's and so anyway, talking about Aggie, right? So you've got Aggie as well, right?
Yeah.
How has that been done then?
Yeah. He's same sort of way, really.
He's not West Ham
manager at Westfield. Spoke to Aggie. No, he's definitely not West Ham. My dad's definitely not West Ham either. So he's Brighton, but it's just a conversation, really. Ask whether he fancies coming across. Having a few games, he's got himself fit. Obviously through lockdown, been doing a lot of running by all accounts. I've probably played against Aggie 15 or so times between Westfield and Sidley, etc. Yeah, like I said, he's always been a competitive player to play against. Always been a very good player. Always been well thought of all around local football. So again, it's one of them. If we can gain something from Aggie through these 6 or 7 games, then it's been a plus for us.
Yeah.
It'd be a plus for all the young lads as well. It'll be a plus for the club, as in he'll see the way we work, and hopefully it'll benefit us in the long run. That like next season we may get a couple of more under 23 players than what we did this year. And he wants to play football. So he's got, like I said, he's got himself fit, and he wants to play football, and he's a very good player. So why it would be silly for us not to tap into that. And again, the coaching side of it, things like that. If we can gain anything from him on that side, brilliant. We're all open to it.
No, it's a brilliant catch.
He's the manager of Hastings for a reason, and we're, like I say, we're a lower level for a reason. So if we can gain anything from it, brilliant, and I'm sure we will.
Win-win. It's a win-win.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, also, obviously, all of us Hastings fans, we're going to come down and obviously, if we can, if it's allowed, you're getting loads of us down there.
Yeah, exactly. It's a win-win for the club.
So in terms of refreshments, I'm not trying to suggest anything, but is there going to be refreshments at your fine ground when, if we're allowed there?
So if we're allowed, the bar, the food outlet, etc., will all be open.
And well stocked.
So yeah, it'll be very well stocked. Yeah. So if we can get as many people down there as possible, it'd be brilliant. Like I said, it's a shame that we haven't got the local derby against Hollington or Sidley, because that would be a really bumper crowd. Yeah. But it, like I said, it is what it is, and we have got a local derby against Sedlescombe on the Maybank holiday weekend, which should attract a decent crowd.
100%.
And we've got 3 games at home and 3 away, so it'd be lovely if we can have as many fans as possible at those games. Well, and even the away games are only Eastbourne. I mean, they're not exactly a million miles away. Eastbourne and Ringmer, again, Ringmer's a lovely place to play as well with their new ground. I don't know whether Hastings played there this year, but it's a fantastic facility. So it'd be nice to see as many faces down there as possible.
Oh, you're definitely going to get those, mate. Don't worry. But in terms of the competition, just to explain for anyone that doesn't know, so your league's been split into 2. Yeah.
Yep.
And so it's 6 games.
Yep.
And then what do? Do you have like the two people that win the league play each other in a final, or what is it, Jack?
So nothing's been said about that. But what I would say is, obviously, the league's been split into 2 via points per game. So whether we like that or not, we're in the lower half of the points per game. Unfortunately we'd probably played the wrong people at the wrong time for us to get a higher points per game thing. And I think we missed out on the top half of it by 0.23 of a point per game.
Oh, okay.
A last minute goal against Ringmer cost us going in the top half. But I'm not sure how they're going to do it, whether they're going to do whoever wins each one plays each other, or whether the top half is going to play for the title and the bottom half is going to play for like a mini cup, etc. To me, it's a little bit irrelevant. I'm just glad to get some football back. Get the lads together. It would be nice to play for a little trophy, and I'm sure that's how they are going to do it. It's always nice to play for some silverware, regardless of what it is. So, hopefully, we have a good 6 games and press on. There's no reason why we can't. But like I said, we had a good team before lockdown. All the players are keen to play again, and they're our main aim, to get them back playing and build on for next season. That's got to be the main aim for every club, I think.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're definitely going to have bumper crowds there. But is there anyone in particular? Is there anyone in particular that's going to be playing, that's going to be standing out? I mean, is there any? Who do you think is going to really kick on in these 6 games?
I mean, Hugo Corbyn, the young centre midfielder, I think he's 17 or 18. He'll kick on and keep playing, and he'll gain massively from playing this adult football. Dan Tewksbury, another one who I mentioned last time I was on.
Yeah,
I think he's a fantastic player for us. He's been brilliant. He does stand out every week. He works his socks off. He's probably overall he's probably been our best player so far this season. And another one who I'm pretty sure will play would be George Landays, who most people will know from playing for. He played for Horsham, Lewis, who played for us obviously at the start of the season. He moved to Eastbourne United around the Christmas period, but obviously only got to play 1 game before their season got curtailed, and it looks like he'll obviously be back playing for us as well, which is a plus for us.
No, nice one. Well, also, Jack, I was going to say, I'm definitely going to come along to some of the games. Any ones that I ain't got a bloody work in, go to work, I'll be there, because to see the white feather that is Peter Heritage play.
Yeah.
Let alone all of your talents. And other than that, Jack, I mean, I know I'm going to be talking with Hollington next week, and I've been trying to talk to Bexhill, but I don't think Bexhill want to know. Just to try and build this up a little bit, because this, to me as a fan, and I've heard it from countless fans, and we're not good at communicating, particularly at this level.
Yeah.
There's a lot of interest here, but there's also a lot of people who don't know about these games, and it's about us all getting a bit better about banging on and on and on. There's this great football that's only just down the road. All right, it's not a bloody Premiership stadium, but it's good fun. It's local. It's football, for God's sake.
Yeah, exactly that. But, football. That's the mate. Yeah, we got. I mean, ourselves, Hollington. We've all got a decent little ground. We've all got a nice little tea bar. Sell some beers. Sell food. Apart from obviously watching Hastings, it's probably the next best thing. Bexhill the same, exactly. And they've got a nice little ground down there. Obviously, Little Common at the moment are playing in Eastbourne, but when they get back to Little Common, there's a nice little area of local football, and there's some really good teams and some really good players. And I think a few people who have never watched this standard of football or the standard above Bexhill's level will be surprised at how good the sides are. Because look, we're a million miles away from what Hastings are, but for the standard of football we're a fairly decent side. The same with Hollington, the same with Sidley, same with Bexhill, Little Common. They're all good. We're all good sides locally, and when Hastings do well, we all seem to do well as well. So it drags everyone else through.
Absolutely,
and the talent around the town at the moment is unbelievable.
We don't big ourselves up enough. We don't.
No, we don't. Definitely not. And the talent of local young players is fantastic. The ones coming through. I mean, you've only got to look at Ben Ward, David Rodari. I know David's obviously not a local boy originally, but he's still been brought up playing football here for probably 8 or 9 years now. So the list is endless. The list is endless, and it goes right back to when at school, when there was players Steve Cook and Josh Jabandi, Liam Upton, etc., who then went on to be professional. Josh Pellin, who went to be professional. This is like the next age group that are coming through, and there is some serious talent in the town, and we do need to big it up, and it's brilliant to see them going on to make it professionally.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm going to try my best to big up these games. So, first fixture, right?
31st of March, away to Bexhill, Old Grove.
At the Old Grove.
So that's
now, in terms of the restrictions, in terms of the restrictions, is that just a turn up job and see if the police come? For the fans,
probably not.
No, that's a behind closed door. That's a behind closed door job. That one.
Potentially, but it might not be. Because by then we'll legally be allowed to, if I'm correct, we'll legally be allowed to meet in groups of 6.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, we'll be all right then.
By then. So if that's the case, then I think that football will allow spectators at lower level in groups of 6, like we were before, with all the COVID restrictions of track and trace, regardless of what your thoughts on track and trace are, all that sort of stuff. You're clocking in and out of the venue, things like that. I think that'll be the case. It may well get pushed back to the first week of April, and if it is, then that's fine. But I think it is a wait and see job on that one from what the FA send out, and I don't think it'll be very long until they do send it out.
Well,
I hope not anyway.
Well, I mean, just hopefully, as I say, I mean, I work up at the hospital. That things are improving. Vaccine, got the vaccine out. There's no reason to keep us all locked down forever. So it's it would be nice if we can have our football back.
It'd be lovely.
But so Jake, I mean, other than that, is there anything you want to push about Westfield? Is there anything else you want to mention?
Just like again, it's probably a little bit of a cheesy plug, but if anyone is interested in sponsoring any of the games or sponsoring getting any sort of sponsorship involved with the club. There's loads of things, the programme, social media, etc. we can get involved with. We will be looking for sponsors for next season. Again, it is a bit of a shameless plug, but it's a tough time for football at the moment. So if anyone is interested, please do get in contact with me. We have plenty of things: kits, training kits, player sponsorship, programme sponsorship. There's all sorts of different things.
Yeah. And there will be people down there, particularly when you've got Aggie and Heritage on the subs bench.
Yeah, definitely.
But
definitely.
Yeah, Jack. Thanks for this, and take care. And I mean, I'll be in contact anyway. I mean, I want to be in contact anyway about if you give us any info at all about what's coming up. Anyway, look, you have a good day. All right, you take care.
And you, mate. Have a good one. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Speak to you soon.
Bye.